Trust versus mistrust occurs during the first year of life or so. During this stage, an infant is uncertain about the world around them. They look towards their primary caregiver for stability. If the care the infant receives is consistent and reliable, they will develop a sense of trust, which will carry into other relationships. Students in the classroom will need you to be consistent with them, following through on your expectations for them and their peers. They will also look to you for help in meeting their needs. Autonomy versus shame happens between the ages of 18 months and 3. Children begin to test their independence by picking which toys they want to play with and making choices about what they like to wear, eat, etc. This illustrates the child's growing sense of independence. It is important that parents allow their children to explore their abilities. Helping students in the classroom with this crisis is letting them do things on their own, while keeping the environment safe for failure. Allow them to make choices on how they create something or do something. Initiative versus guilt happens around age 3 to 5. Children begin to assert themselves more frequently. During this period, children are regularly interacting with each other at school. The most important part of this stage is play. It gives children the opportunity to explore their interpersonal skills. Children begin to plan activities, make games, and initiate activities with others. In the classroom, it is important to let them choose their projects or groups. It's also important to give them the opportunity to choose how they learn something. Children are at the stage of industry versus inferiority between 5 to 12 years. They will begin to learn to read, write, and do math, etc. At this stage, a child's peer group will have a greater importance and will become a major source of the child's self-esteem. A child will now feel the need to win approval by demonstrating specific skills that are valued by society and will begin to develop a sense of pride in their achievements. As a teacher, we become more important at this stage. We need to help them find something that they are interested in or help them connect to something that they feel is important. Intimacy versus isolation occurs in young adulthood between the ages of 18 to 40 years old. We begin to share ourselves more intimately with others outside of our family members. We also begin to explore building relationships towards long-term commitments. In class, students should work on their ability to be comfortable with themselves enough to have a conversation about their ideas and beliefs. They should also be comfortable in having a friendly debate with others. Generativity versus stagnation happens during middle adulthood, around 40 to 65. We start our careers, settle down with a relationship, and begin our own families. We begin to develop a sense of being part of something much bigger. We feel that we give back to society by raising our children, being helpful at work, and becoming more involved in our communities. We can help our students start with this in school by doing projects for the community and learning about the world and how it can be improved with our help. As we grow older, 65 years and up, we move into the stage of integrity versus despair. We tend to slow down and explore life outside of work. At this time, we consider our achievements and what we have done with our lives. While in school, we can help students learn how to set goals and complete them. We can structure quizzes and homework that focus on a bigger picture in the long run for our students. Identity versus role confusion is a major stage in development, where the child has to learn the roles he will occupy as an adult. This happens during adolescence, age 12 to 18. Children are becoming more independent and start to look at the future in terms of career, relationships, families, etc. The individual wants to belong to society and fit in. It is during this stage that an adolescent will re-examine their identity and try to find out exactly who he or she is. As teachers, it is important during this time to help students by giving them multiple options to explore within your classroom. During identity diffusion, a student will say that they don't know what they want to be, but they really aren't concerned about it. Help kids stay motivated by showing them new options that they might not have considered before. Identity foreclosure is where the student will tell you that they already know what they want to be because it's chosen for them. You can tailor your lesson plans to help them stay engaged by including their field in your area, while also exploring new possibilities and connections. Moratorium is the best place a student can be. They don't know what they want to be, but by golly, they're going to find it out. Once again, open and connect to other things outside of your focus and show them all kinds of possibilities. Identity achievement is where the student knows what they're going to be because they've done the research on it and are ready.